You know, some cars are just transport. They're metal boxes, designed by committees of accountants and health and safety inspectors, built to get you from your dreary house to your dreary office without any fuss. They're appliances, like a toaster, like a microwave, utterly devoid of soul. They're beige, they're boring. And then there are the others, the ones that get under your skin, the ones that nearly whisper for an open road and a heavy right foot. Every hero has an origin story, and the Supra's is, frankly, a bit modest. It didn't burst onto the scene in a blaze of glory. It started life in 1978 as a slightly posher, slightly longer, slightly more powerful version of another Toyota, the Celica. It was called the Celica XX in Japan and the Celica Supra elsewhere. Toyota saw what Datsun had done with the Z car, so they took a Celica liftback, stretched the front end by about 5 inches to accommodate a bigger engine, a silky smooth inline 6. Instead of the Celica's 4-cylinder, and well, called it a day. It was a grand tourer, not a bruiser. Good, well-equipped, but still in its sibling's shadow. In 1986, the Supra finally had its coming-of-age moment. With the A70, the cord to the Celica was decisively cut. The Celica moved to front-wheel drive. Purists were outraged. The Supra stayed rear-wheel drive. It became Toyota's flagship sports car. This was it, its own platform, its own mission, its own soul. A declaration of intent, performance taken very, very seriously. A tech showcase, TEMS, ABS, and the big news under the bonnet. Base, 3.0L inline 6, the desirable one. Turbocharged 7M GTE, 232 horsepower, straight-line grunt to match the looks. Suddenly, it wasn't just a stylish cruiser, it was a proper performance machine. It challenged Porsches and Corvettes, and proved itself in touring car racing around the world. Heavier, more GT than pure sports car, but vital. Handsome, RWD coupe, turbo inline 6, fast, sophisticated, built like a granite outhouse. And then, in 1993, it happened. The world stood still. Angels wept. Petrol was declared the new champagne. Toyota, riding high on Japan's bubble economy, unleashed the A80. And it was perfect. Not an evolution, a revolution. Design, breathtaking. Part fighter jet, part sculpted muscle. It looked like it was doing 150 even when parked. Engineers shed kilos at all costs. Aluminum panels, hollow fiber carpeting, magnesium alloy steering wheel. The result? Lighter, more agile, more responsive, and a whole lot faster. A fighter pilot cockpit with a big central tack. Everything exactly where it should be. No compromise performance. Firm ride, precise steering, taut and ready. Toyota planted its flag on Mount Performance, rivaling and in many ways surpassing Europe's best. Epic. Let's be honest, you can't talk about the A80 without bowing before its engine. The legendary 2JZ GTE, 3-liter, twin turbocharged, inline 6 masterpiece. In export form, it made a colossal 326 horsepower and earthquake torque. A clever sequential turbo system. A small turbo spools early to kill lag, then a larger turbo slams you toward the horizon with brutal force. Official figures? A gentleman's agreement, 276. Reality? Much more. Straight from the factory, ridiculously over-engineered, cast iron block and stout internals built for punishment. Toyota knew owners wouldn't leave it stock. They practically invited tuning. Bigger exhaust, more boost, new fuel map, 500, 600, even 700 without opening the block. 1,000? No problem. 1,500? Child's play. 2,000? People have done it. The Supra's fame wasn't just numbers. In Japan, it was a hero of the Touge. Power, balance, reliability. Video games let a generation feel it virtually. Then, Hollywood came calling. In 2001, The Fast and the Furious made an orange-winged Supra a star. Underdog versus exotic, and the Supra demolishes it, seared into millions of minds. Overnight, it went global. Demand surged. Used A80 prices climbed. It symbolized power, speed, and rebellious cool. The 10-second movie car became a real-world goal. It became a lifestyle. Pop culture immortality ensured the legend endured. Each film and game reinforced the A80 legend for a new generation. Perpetually cool, fast, desirable, a timeless icon. Just as the Supra peaked, the unthinkable happened. It disappeared. In 2002, production ceased. Stricter emissions, shifting economics, a shrinking market. Pragmatic Toyota ended it. A long, cold silence followed. There was a Supra-shaped hole in the world, yet the legend grew in absence. Cherished, preserved, modified. Communities kept the spirit alive. Prices skyrocketed. Rumors swirled. Concepts teased. The wait agonized. The world didn't just want a new Supra, it needed one. After nearly 2 decades, it finally happened. In 2019, the Supra was back. The king had returned. Aggressive styling, FT1 inspired, mission, reclaim performance. Shorter, lighter, more agile, a pure 2-seater with classic long hood, short deck cues. But divisive, a collaboration with BMW. Shared platform, engine, gearbox, and much of the interior. Purists cried sacrilege, wanting a Japanese heart. Drive it though, and opinions change. Powerful, responsive, torque-rich. Stiff chassis, sharp steering, sublime balance. Outruns costlier cars. Half BMW or no Supra, I'm glad it exists. What elevates the Supra from a very good sports car to a legend? Not one thing, a perfect storm. Engineering, culture, timing. It starts with the heart. The straight 6, especially the God-tier 2JZ, gave it a soul and near-limitless potential. Over-engineering invited tuners to unlock its secrets. A global pursuit of ludicrous horsepower. The A80's design is timeless, aggressive yet elegant, still thrilling decades on. Culture crowned it. Video games and film launched it into the stratosphere. It became a symbol of speed, rebellion, and tuner culture. Relevance endures across generations. From stretched Celica to world-beating A80 to a controversial but brilliant A90. An epic saga. With passion and engineering genius, you create more than a machine, you create a legend, and the world is better for it.